stopping the momentum of Steve Beaton.
No question. It's what a player wants when his opponent is playing so good like Steve Beaton's 3 legs. I mean, 96 average after that really bad first leg. You want to stop his momentum, and hopefully that's what Smith is thinking. And certainly Beaton would not have wanted to come off stage. He would have wanted to stay on there and keep firing away. So this first leg is really important. It'd be interesting to see if Beaton can keep the momentum going.
59.
Well, Andy Smith was sharing the accommodation with his old mate Terry Jenkins, and who's disappeared back, having been beaten last night. Terry didn't stay to see Andy Smith at the moment. Andy's going to be on the plane after you, Terry. Needs to pick it up here, Andy Smith.
Yeah, good display by Mervyn King last night against Terry Jenkins. Jenkins had a few more darts at a double to win, and you don't see Jenkins give up games up very often. Very experienced player, but that's what this first round does to him.
100.
Very nervy, very edgy. Certainly Beaton looks the calmest out of the two at the moment.
100.
Good last dart from the Adonis. Leaves a possible check out. Is it 5 140s, Andy Smith? He'd love to make that 6 here. Well, he'll come down. Wrong treble.
Yeah, that's hurt him. He may only get a dart at the bullseye if Steve Beaton doesn't take this out. Oh, he's missed the treble 19. So Smith's going to return for this shot, and that treble 3. You know, he could have had a dart at double top here, but the third dart will possibly be at the bullseye.
Well, will we see the utilisation of the combination here by Andy Smith? Needs the treble 20 to leave the bull. Well, first dart did make it awkward, trying to pitch it over the top.
58.
Well, for 4 legs on the spin rod.
Yeah, double 18, he's not missing a lot, and that was dead centre again. I mean, his scoring power weren't there like it was in the previous 3 legs, but certainly when you don't let your opponent have a dart at a double, you're really starting to buzz. And Smith now knows that the pressure is on him, and he's got to start getting legs. You know, this leg here, giving the momentum, get in there, especially if Steve doesn't get in. Well, let's stop that.
56.
Got to break the Steve Beaton throw in this set, though, Andy Smith. The first set of the match was on the pie man throw, so he needs to find the right recipe to break Beaton here somewhere along the line in this set.
100.
That ain't going to be easy, Rod, not the way Steve Beaton is throwing tonight.
You're exactly right. Steve Beaton's rhythm, his action looks pretty tidy tonight, but Smith, he's got a good advantage in this leg, plus these 3 darts, but he can't have a bad throw because he knows the way Beaton's playing, he's going to get punished. Well, he's great second dart, should follow this up as it happens.
85.
Well, he's still got a good lead as Andy Smith, but Steve Beaton needs that first dart in the treble again, which he does. He's following it up with another 140. 3 180s and 4 140s for Steve Beaton, followed by 4 tons. That's pretty impressive scoring.
Yeah, beautiful performance by Beaton. And when you see this, you wonder how on earth he's only ranked 32 in the world currently. At his best, he's better than that. But it's been an inconsistent year for Beaton, to be fair.
To be fair to him, you know, sometimes it is just a bit of a luck in these tour events, which is where the main rankings come from. So Andy Smith now, he doesn't want to mess around with this. If he isn't going to hit the treble, don't miss the big number. For Steve Beaton to have a dart at the bullseye, 1 2 4. Well, he's going to have to go big 16 now. So it's all down to Steve Beaton. Can he take out this for a 2-0 lead in the second set?
Treble 18. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Bullseye for Beaton.
86. And he required 40.
Well, he did go for the bull. Just wasn't in the right postcode, Rod, was it?
No, that was quite a way away, and I think that amazed him. But that will send Andy Smith down. Takes the first leg of this set. 1 leg off, but he's still got to break Steve Beaton. And what Andy Smith will want is to see Steve Beaton waste 3 darts for a change, and that's exactly what he's done. when your opponent does that, Rodders, you have now got to punish him. The first dart's got to be in. Score at least a ton.
Well, this is why this format lends itself to games swinging one way then the other, but he has got to hit a double here, otherwise he's just wasted the chance. He has hit double top.
Well, a treble might have hurt Andy, so he's really got the throw back here, but he needs just where he needs to pound a 140. And he's going to have to switch and stay down there.
36.
You can't do that, Rod, when someone like Steve Beaton's playing like he is. He needs to smarten up his scoring, does Andy Smith.
58.
Well, at a stage of this match now where both players realise just how important this passage of play is. And I think it's been reflected in the last couple of visits, Rod, hasn't it? A little bit of edginess has crept in.
Well, this leg could predict the outcome of the game. Andy Smith goes as good as a maximum there from Andy Smith, because if Beaton wins it, he'll probably feel so confident going on winning it, but if he loses it,
59.
he's thinking, I'm going to be one set all here, and absolutely the game turns around on 3 darts.
Andy Smith's been in the quarterfinals 3 times. Last year he lost to Wade, 09 lost to Jenkins, 06 lost to Manley. He knows what it's all about here. Oh, look at the steely determination of Steve Beaton. Oh, I'll tell you what, he physically willed those in. It's almost a Kevin Painter, John Part snarl from Beaton, wasn't there, about that visit?
Yeah, that really has put the pressure on. But Andy Smith, he'll be thinking, I've got 6 darts from 188. He needs a treble now. Another treble, really, you kind of think, oh, and he's hit the wrong treble. What a bad miss from Andy Smith. So Beaton missed the bullseye for the 1-2-4 in a previous leg. Oh, he's not going to do it. He's going to set it up. Now that treble 1 that Smith hit, and not a treble 20 or a 20. Massive in this leg.
Absolutely. Should have been on 88 maximum, but he's on 105. So now he's got to find treble 15. Yeah, you're so right, Rod. It's cost him at least a shot at the bullseye, hasn't it? And Steve Beaton coming back for 32 for a 2-1 lead in set 2.
Require 32.
Yeah, and he's 80% on doubles at the moment, Steve Beaton. So you kind of think he isn't going to miss it, and straight in the double 16. And Andy Smith will be kicking himself, especially after hitting the 177. That gave him control of the leg. So now Smith hanging on by his fingertips. Got to get in with this dart and follow it up. Now this is a real big dart for Andy Smith.
Let's go.
Well, if Steve Beaton can get away here, and he has, to some tune, Andy Smith is
67.
staring into the darting abyss here in Dublin.
Well, he's finally got away, but he's got to find a treble 20. A treble 1. He's hit a few of them again tonight.
59.
A bit like Dean Winstanley we commentated on last night, the amount of treble 1s he hit. But Steve Beaton, that dart straight in the top of the treble again. Got a bit excited for the second, but the third followed it up. And certainly now Steve Beaton can see the finish line.
Yeah, he's back on song tonight. He's had a few early exits this year. He lost in the preliminary round at the UK Open to John Dukes, and he was really upset with the way he played that night, Steve Beaton. But tonight, he is on song. Sweet music from Beaton tonight.
125.
Well, I think that third dart was a little bit of adrenaline pumping. He's certainly now going to get at least 6 darts from 184. And nothing short of a maximum is going to help Smithy. Well, that's 2 in.
120.
When your luck's out, your luck's out.
Well, Andy Smith is known as the happiest man in the world of darts, but even he would find it difficult to smile about the bounce out that happened there. He needs 140 here. Give himself half a chance. 182. So he can't stay on the 20s. He's got to come out 18s to at least leave a big check out with a single. Oh my
43.
goodness. Well, 6 starts from 104, Rodney. Steve Beaton must think it's his birthday.
Yeah, certainly the treble one of Andy Smith has not done him any favours. That leaves him 18. Double 16 for the match, and a good display of darts from Steve Beaton. He'll be extremely happy with that performance, a 94 average. He beats Andy Smith in their first round game 2-0.